There was a phase in my life where I found myself stuck in a job that drained me. I was constantly battling with people telling me what to do, dealing with difficult colleagues, and navigating a rocky personal relationship. I felt like I was losing control, and every day was a struggle. It was during this period that I discovered a video on YouTube called The Transformative Power of Stoicism. This was my introduction to the philosophy of Stoicism, and I am incredibly grateful for that discovery. I began to incorporate Stoicism into my everyday life, studying more about it and reading various books. As I delved deeper into this philosophy, my life started to change. I read over a dozen books on the subject and was so inspired by this philosophy that I decided to share it with others. The transformation was incredible. My anxiety and stress turned into inner peace and calmness. I made wiser decisions that aligned with my values and virtues, and I started to find a deeper meaning in life. Now, I wish to share with you how Stoicism can be a game changer and transform your lives. We'll explore the basics of this philosophy and see how they can be applied in today's world. We'll also talk about how these principles can guide us in rebuilding a more meaningful life. If you're ready to embark on this journey of personal transformation through Stoicism, then join me. Stoicism is a philosophy centered on cultivating virtue, self-mastery, and wisdom. Its core principle is that while we have no control over external events, we can control our reactions and perspectives. Stoicism also teaches us to distinguish between what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and choices, and what we can't, such as external events and other people's opinions. This philosophy goes beyond theory. It provides practical tools for daily living, helping to manage stress, anxiety, and depression, making decisions, and seeking true and lasting happiness. In this video, we'll go in-depth into the main tenets of Stoicism and their practical implementation. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's demands, wondered how to find peace in chaos, or sought practical ways to improve your life, Stoicism could be your answer. Stoicism could open doors to a more enriching and meaningful existence. However, remember that this philosophy is only a guide. The real change must come from within you. Now, imagine if you could press a reset button and start your life anew. Would you do it? Starting over doesn't mean forgetting or disregarding your past. Instead, it's about learning from past experiences and using this wisdom to shape a brighter future. Marcus Aurelius taught us that obstacles often show us the way. He encouraged us to take the next step, saying, "No one can stop you." Stoicism encourages us to adjust our perception of life, to see reality objectively and without getting blinded by unchecked emotions. As Seneca highlighted, we often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Sometimes, suffering is caused by something that hasn't happened yet or exists only in our minds. What if every obstacle could be seen as an opportunity for growth? Stoics view challenges not as destiny but as exercises to strengthen the spirit, reminding us that just as fire purifies gold, adversity shapes and improves us. Marcus Aurelius' meditations were his deepest reflections, daily reminders to live authentically and purposefully. So, we must be our own friends, finding happiness in ourselves, regardless of others. Reliance on others' happiness can be a trap. Stoicism reminds us of the transient nature of everything: happiness, pain, success, failure, and encourages us to live detachedly, appreciating significant moments but always ready to let them go. The journey of Stoicism, though challenging, is highly rewarding. It teaches us to value ourselves, find strength in difficulties, and live purposefully. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living harmoniously, not just with the world, but also with our inner selves. Ask yourself, am I acting according to my true desires and principles, or am I just reacting to others' expectations? We are constantly evolving, and our thoughts shape our lives. Stoicism also reminds us to recognize our internal worth, independent of others' opinions. As Epictetus said, true freedom is not being subjected to the will of others. In other words, unlocking your potential starts with you. Acceptance is not the same as resignation. It's about understanding reality and acting wisely. Instead of waiting for the storm to pass, we learn to dance in the rain. True power lies in the present moment. The past is a memory, and the future, an uncertainty. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past keeps us stuck, blocking us from the present unfolding before us. The Stoics didn't just talk about their philosophy, they lived it, striving to improve, learn, and grow daily. What legacy do we want to leave behind? Stoicism teaches that our actions, not just our words, define our legacy. Life is measured not by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. In a world where people often seek to exploit us, remembering the power of silence, both external and internal, is crucial. Through Stoicism, we find the freedom to pursue our true potential. More than wealth, power, or status, the true value lies in virtue, the manifestation of goodness in our actions. We must reflect on which virtues we are cultivating on our journey. Stoicism teaches us that what's essential isn't what happens to us, but how we respond to it. Always seek to evolve, for it is through this evolution that anew you can emerge. Every challenge is a learning opportunity. As Epictetus put it, in life, it's not about avoiding wounds, but not succumbing to them. When we were younger, the future seemed like an endless sea of possibilities. So, why does it now feel like nothing works? Analyzing your actions, discerning what worked and what didn't, can be a turning point. I found myself drinking daily, surrounded by superficial friendships based only on the presence of a drink. Happiness was elusive, and the relationships I valued started to crumble. It was then that I discovered Stoicism, which marked the beginning of a new phase, deciding to be a different person, adopting Stoicism as my life philosophy. Inspired by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and other Stoic philosophers, I embarked on my journey towards sobriety. Today, several years later, I am grateful for encountering Stoicism at that critical moment. I have been sober for 2 years because I decided to change, to be different. How long will you wait to change? Stoicism requires constant practice and doesn't promise immediate changes, but, over time, these practices can transform your life and mindset. In the face of challenges, remember, the obstacle is the way. Seek growth and learning in adversities, maintain balance in desires and emotions, cultivate emotional self-discipline, practice empathy, control negative impulses, and establish healthy boundaries for your mental and emotional health. In conclusion, Stoicism offers a potent path for personal transformation. We've discussed a series of daily practices inspired by this ancient philosophy that can help you cultivate self-discipline, resilience, and serenity in everyday life. The key, however, is action. It's not enough to just know these ideas. It's crucial to apply them daily. Choose one or more of these practices and observe how your perspective and well-being transform over time. Remember, the path to a richer and more meaningful life begins with small daily actions and the constant application of Stoic principles. I hope this reflection has been helpful. And if you genuinely want to change your life, there are some important actions to start doing first thing in the morning. We've left a video here for you. Stay blessed, everyone. For some time, I found myself grappling with a tough phase in life. I was stuck in a job that gave me no satisfaction, and each day, I had to deal with various individuals instructing me on what I should or should not do. Additionally, I had to navigate through difficulties with colleagues and unstable personal relationships. Honestly, I felt quite disheartened about the entire scenario, feeling as though I was losing control of my own life. Every day felt like a relentless, intense battle, leaving me feeling like I was at my lowest ebb. One of those days, while aimlessly scrolling through YouTube, I stumbled upon an intriguing video titled The Transformational Power of Stoicism, based on a book penned by contemporary philosopher Ryan Holiday. This unplanned encounter led me to the discovery of Stoicism, a philosophy that I am incredibly thankful for. I started to imbibe its principles into my daily routine, delving further into the subject and consuming various books. It was during this journey that I began to see a significant shift in my life. After immersing myself in more than a dozen books on the subject, I found myself captivated by this philosophy to such an extent that I decided to share it with others. The transformation was remarkable. The stress and anxiety I used to feel transformed into tranquility and inner peace. My choices became clearer and more aligned with my values and virtues. Above all, I started to uncover a deeper meaning in every single day. Now, I wish to share with you how Stoicism can serve as a pivotal point in transforming your lives. Let's delve into the foundational principles of this philosophy and explore how they can be adapted in today's world. Furthermore, we'll discuss how these principles can serve as a valuable guide in facing the challenge of reconstructing a more meaningful life. So, if you are ready to embark on this journey of personal discovery and transformation through Stoicism, I invite you to join me in this exploration. This video is destined to be one of the most profound presentations on this platform. Let's commence with my initiation into Stoicism, a guiding light in the darkness of my existence. By absorbing the teachings of Stoic luminaries such as Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Zeno, I found myself ushered into a realm of profound wisdom. Stoicism, in a nutshell, is a philosophical quest centered on cultivating virtue, self-mastery, and wisdom. Its core principle asserts that while external events are beyond our control, we can dictate our responses and perspectives. This provides us with a formidable tool to navigate through life's multifaceted challenges. A crucial component of Stoicism involves distinguishing between what lies within our sphere of control, our thoughts, actions, and choices, and what lies beyond it, such as external events and the viewpoints of others. Stoicism imparts the wisdom of focusing our efforts on areas we can change, rather than exhausting our energy on the unchangeable. However, this philosophy goes beyond mere theorization. It equips us with concrete methodologies for daily living, assisting in managing stress, anxiety, melancholy, in decision-making processes, and in seeking genuine and lasting happiness. Throughout this video, we'll delve into Stoicism's core tenets and their practical applications. We'll discuss the importance of principles like virtue, resilience, acceptance, and conducting ourselves in alignment with our core values. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's demands, pondered over how to find tranquility in chaos, or sought practical steps to better your life, this video holds valuable teachings and insights for you. Stoicism could be the key to a new chapter in your life, unlocking doors to a richer, more meaningful existence. However, it's crucial to remember that this philosophy is here to guide and provide direction. The real transformation must come from you. No philosophy can completely transform you. The transformation journey also requires your active participation. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay updated with the invaluable advice I'll be sharing on this transformative journey towards becoming a genuine Stoic. Let's advance together to explore how this timeless philosophy, rooted in antiquity yet still incredibly relevant, can radically alter our lives, as it did mine. Now, envisage if you had the power to reboot your life. If you could hit a reset button and start anew, would you seize that opportunity? Restarting doesn't necessarily imply erasing or disregarding your past. In fact, it's about assimilating the lessons from your lived experiences, utilizing this gathered wisdom to sculpt a brighter, more optimistic future. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that the obstacles we face invariably become our path forward. All that is needed is to take the next step, as he asserted, no one can prevent you from doing so. Starting afresh is an art, a delicate balance between learning from past errors and progressing with renewed optimism. Our responses to situations are mirrors of our own perception. If we perceive the world as an adversarial place, we act defensively. However, if we approach it with goodwill, our actions echo love. Stoicism urges us to scrutinize and recalibrate our perception of life, so as to view reality objectively and clearly, devoid of the distortion caused by unchecked emotions. As Seneca pointed out, we often suffer more in our minds than in reality. Sometimes, suffering is instigated by something that hasn't even occurred yet, or only exists within our minds. What if we started seeing every hurdle as an opportunity for self-improvement? Practitioners of Stoicism view trials not as destructive forces of fate, but as exercises to fortify the spirit. This outlook can pave the way to new paths, propelling us even further than we were before. It encourages us to view difficulties as platforms for growth, reminding us that just like fire refines gold, adversity perfects strong individuals, enhancing and fortifying us day after day. In Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, he was not addressing the world but expressing his deepest contemplations and daily reminders to live genuinely and with a clear purpose. They demonstrate that the internal dialogue we carry on with ourselves is pivotal to our lives. Hence, we must be our own ally. I'm not implying that we should renounce companionship, but rather that we should appreciate our own company, finding joy within ourselves, regardless of others' presence. Dependence on others for happiness can be a treacherous pitfall. Stoicism reminds us of the fleeting nature of everything: happiness, pain, success, failure, and encourages us to live with detachment, cherishing meaningful moments but always prepared to let them go. Epictetus reminds us that everything comes at a price. Choose what to value and be prepared to relinquish the rest. The Stoic journey, although challenging, is immensely rewarding. It instructs us to value ourselves, find resilience in adversities, and live with a purpose. Dealing silently with disrespect or other testing situations can be tough, but it's crucial for a gratifying life. Stoicism underscores the importance of living in harmony, not just with the external world, but also with our inner nature. Ask yourself, am I behaving in alignment with my true desires and principles, or am I merely reacting to others' expectations? Remember, we are in a continuous state of evolution, and our thoughts shape our lives. Often, we strive to please others, seeking external validation, and in the process, forget our true essence. Stoicism invites us to acknowledge our internal worth, independent of others' opinions. As Epictetus said, true freedom is not being enslaved to the will of others. In other words, the key to metamorphosing into a new you lies within yourself. Acceptance does not equate to resignation. It's about comprehending reality and acting wisely. Acceptance is a crucial first step. Acceptance equates to recognizing what is outside our sphere of control, yet retaining the capacity to control our responses to these events. It's about grasping reality and determining how to handle it. Instead of waiting for the storm to abate, we learn to dance amidst the rain. The present is the only time we genuinely possess, with the past being a memory and the future an ambiguity. True power resides in the present moment. Concerns about the future or ruminations on the past divert us from the present moment unfolding before us, ensnaring us in a continuous cycle. The Stoics didn't merely theorize about their philosophy, they lived it daily, ceaselessly striving to refine, learn, and develop. What kind of legacy do we aspire to leave behind? Stoicism elucidates that it's our deeds, not just our rhetoric, that shape our legacy. Life is quantified not by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that leave us breathless. In a world where individuals often exploit others, remembering the potency of silence, both externally and internally, is essential. In silence, we discover clarity, purpose, and a deeper bond with our own selves. This tranquil space facilitates reflection, recharging, and focusing on what is truly essential. Heeding Epictetus's counsel, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. We realize that the secret to advancing forward often lies in releasing what fetters us, be it lingering resentment or an obsolete perception of ourselves. Through Stoicism, we attain the liberty to chase our true potential. The quality of our thoughts significantly influences the joy we experience, surpassing wealth, power, or status. Valuing virtue, the manifestation of goodness in our actions, implies acting with integrity, authenticity, and benevolence. We must contemplate which virtues we are fostering on our journey. As Zeno of Citium emphasizes, the issue is not that our lives are short, but that we squander much of it on trivialities. Life, laden with unavoidable challenges, can't be sidestepped. However, Stoicism imparts that what's paramount isn't what transpires, but how we react to it. Refrain from squandering your time on frivolities, always strive for evolution, for it is through this evolution that anew you can be born. Every challenge presents an opportunity for learning, growth, and fortification. As Epictetus stated, life isn't about evading wounds, but about not capitulating to them. When we were younger, the future seemed like an infinite ocean of possibilities. So, why does it now feel as though nothing is working? Evaluating your actions, discerning what was effective and what wasn't can be a turning point. However, like many journeys, a shadow crept over mine. Alcohol, once an occasional sanctuary from the turmoil of the world, evolved into a daily necessity. It cast a shadow over my days and intensified the bleakness of my nights. I found myself drinking daily, encircled by superficial friendships anchored solely on the presence of a drink, without which there was no camaraderie or relationship. Happiness became elusive, and the relationships I cherished began to disintegrate. It was amidst this vortex of self-destruction that the video about Stoicism, mentioned at the onset of this text, introduced me to this philosophy. It was in that instant that I comprehended what Stoicism truly signifies. That video marked the commencement of a new chapter, propelling me to transform, to adopt Stoicism as my life philosophy. I hope this text serves as the jumping-off point for your fresh start. So, comment, "I will transform," followed by today's date. Let's initiate renewal here and now. Just as Seneca expounded how unchecked passions can incarcerate us, I too experienced how unchecked habits can lead to our downfall. Reflecting on my self-constructed prison and how addiction to alcohol seized control of my existence, I was motivated by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and other Stoic philosophers to commence my journey towards sobriety. I gleaned the significance of self-discipline, resilience in confronting adversity, as well as understanding that although we can't manipulate everything that transpires or the words of others, we possess control over our reactions, ensuring these events don't perturb us. Today, several years past this pivotal moment, I have discarded my former self. Every day, I express gratitude for the fortuitous encounter with Stoicism during that crucial time. 4 months ago, I marked 2 years of complete abstinence from alcohol, a testament to my decision to deviate from my old ways, to be distinct. And you, how much longer will you delay your transformation? This philosophy enlightened me about the value of existence, endowed me the fortitude to confront challenges, and gifted me a genuine sense of liberation. Alcohol no longer governs my life. I am now at the helm of my own clarity and purpose. Now, my objective is to disseminate these teachings to you. Indeed, the journey hasn't been devoid of obstacles. Yet, Stoic teachings have proven to be a guiding light during the most obscure and strenuous times. Here are some recommendations to cultivate skills and integrate transformative practices into your daily regimen. By implementing them from this very moment, you'll embark on the path towards thorough rejuvenation and a clear, directed future. 1. Morning reflection. Allocate a few minutes every morning for meditation, reflect on your experiences from the previous day, and envision your current day's progression. Mental preparation for challenges and maintaining tranquility in stressful circumstances is key. 2. Gratitude journal. Jot down 3 things you're grateful for each day in a journal. This cultivates a focus on positivity and appreciation for life's little joys. 3. Regular physical activity. Engage in regular physical exercise. Stoics esteemed a healthy body achieved through walking, running, yoga, or any activity you enjoy. 4. Principle of control. When confronting challenges, recollect the Stoic principle of differentiating between what you can control and what you can't. Concentrate on making judicious decisions and calmly accept what is out of your hands. 5. Self-discipline. Foster self-discipline in eating, finances, and time management. Set feasible goals and consistently work towards them. 6. Nightly self-evaluation. Before retiring for the night, reflect on your day's actions. Assess whether your conduct aligned with your values and Stoic principles, identify areas for enhancement, and plan accordingly. 7. Learning from inspirational examples. Delve into books or biographies of individuals who personify Stoic values, such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius. Draw insights from their experiences. 8. Detachment from others' opinions. Refrain from excessively concerning yourself with others' perceptions. Focus on conducting yourself in accordance with your principles and values. 9. Awareness of life's transience. Keep in mind the inevitability of death, using it as an impetus to cherish life and make conscious decisions. 10. Skill development. Allocate time to acquire or enhance skills. Personal growth is fundamental in Stoicism, bolstering confidence to tackle challenges. 11. Accepting the uncontrollable. Acknowledge that there's no detriment in what transpires unless you permit it to be. Acceptance of the uncontrollable alleviates distress. 12. Valuing authenticity in relationships. Pursue genuine and mutually beneficial relationships anchored in virtue. 13. Daily reading of philosophical texts. Commit to daily perusal of philosophical texts or works by Stoic authors. Reflect on their teachings and their applicability in your life. 14. Contemplation of mortality. Allocate moments to meditate on your mortality. This helps to put daily concerns in perspective and appreciate the time at hand. 15. Cultivating positive self-respect. Confront challenges with dignity, respect yourself, and foster a positive self-image. This will promote a sense of self-worth and resilience. Confront challenges with self-empathy and determination, refraining from self-criticism for factors beyond your control. 16. Altruism and community engagement. Seek opportunities to assist others without anticipating rewards, fortifying a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Remember, Stoicism demands persistent practice and doesn't assure immediate transformations. However, over time, these exercises can revolutionize your life and mindset in the face of obstacles. Keep in mind that the barrier is the path. Strive for growth and knowledge in adversities, maintain equilibrium in desires and feelings, and foster emotional self-discipline. Practice empathy, restrain negative impulses, and set healthy boundaries for your psychological and emotional well-being. In essence, Stoicism offers a potent route for personal metamorphosis. We've discussed a series of daily exercises inspired by this ancient philosophy that can aid you in cultivating self-discipline, resilience, and tranquility in mundane life. It's crucial to note down every pertinent aspect of this text, as this will be vital for your growth. The practices span from morning meditation to empathy and service to others, offering the necessary apparatus to confront challenges with tranquility and focus. Nonetheless, the key is action. As Marcus Aurelius expounded, take the initial step. It's insufficient to merely comprehend these concepts. It's vital to implement them every day. Start today, opt for one or more of these exercises, and observe how your viewpoint and well-being transmute over time. If you found this text beneficial and seek further guidance on personal development and practical philosophy, express your support. We're keen on hearing how these exercises influence your transformation journey and what topics you'd like us to delve into in future texts. Remember, the journey towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life commences with minor daily actions and consistent application of Stoic principles. Thank you all for your continuous support and participation. I trust this reflection has been beneficial. If you're genuinely eager to alter your life, there are some crucial actions to initiate first thing in the morning. Stay inspired, everyone.